Have you ever had mold grow on your car? No, not in your car, not on your dirty floor where you've had old food laying there for a long time. I'm talking about on top of your car, like on the paint on the exterior. Did you know that that's possible? Greetings guys, and thank you for tuning in to another video. Today we're going to be talking about a little bit about some exterior issues on the 350Z. Now, if you have seen my 350Z mod overview video, then you're already familiar with the mods that have been done on the car. And in that video in particular, I mentioned how I normally don't spend money on exterior modifications. In particular, exterior modifications that change the overall look of the car dramatically, because I like keeping things original. I generally speaking like the OEM looks of things, but the other reason why would be because I generally think that if I'm going to spend my money on something, I'd rather spend my money on something that is going to give me a little bit more benefit than just external looks. However, having said that, we're going to talk about mold on the vehicle. So when I got my car about 4 years or so ago, the top of the hood, the bumper, front bumper, a little bit on the sides here, and the mirrors were all wrapped. The wrap was done obviously to prevent rock chips and things of that nature. However, what has curiously happened over the years, I'm not sure how well it's going to pick up on the camera, but if you see all of these tons of ugly looking black spots, this is weird, but this is actually mold that has grown in between the paint and in between the actual wrap that was put over top. This was just clear wrap to add for protection. If these black mold spots are not very visible, make sure you turn the 4K on in the settings on YouTube, and I think it might show through better on the video quality. Now, it didn't used to be that bad. However, with the passing years, it keeps on getting worse and worse. The car has a lot of other cosmetic imperfections, in particular that has to deal with the red paint. Between me and my wife, this is my 4th red vehicle, and as you can see, there's a lot of areas where the red paint is starting to come off, or at least the clear coat. Most of my problems are actually on the A-pillars. Now, I haven't or didn't really want to do much in regards to this. However, it is starting to look awful and despicable. One of the things that happened was that that same black mold was starting to be really bad on the mirrors, and it was so bad that I decided to peel the layer off and actually put some carbon fiber overlays here. Now, what happened when I peeled it off is that all of the black spots were actually able to be lifted off with the peeling of the actual clear cover. I did not get it on camera. However, I didn't realize that the black mold spots are actually going to lift up. Now, underneath, a lot of the paint had obviously come off here. There's a ton of fading on the areas that weren't covered, and obviously, as you can tell, hopefully it's visible on the camera, this just does not look good. So what this allowed me to do, though, is to realize that if I remove the clear covering in the front here, in theory, we should be able to lift all these black spots. Now, I'm going to do it on the hood because it's metal. I'm very skeptical of doing it on the bumper and removing all this from the bumper because I'm worried that the paint will peel along with it if I try to remove it on the bumper because it's plastic. So I'm only going to do it on the hood and then end up buffing everything out that does not come off. Now, in the meantime, what I'm going to do here is put some carbon fiber overlays in order to hide this. It's just the easier option that I decided to go with as opposed to actually taping things off or taking the mirrors off and painting them. The other reason I chose to go with the carbon fiber overlays was because I thought that they would actually go very good with the exterior of the car, particularly because they should match very nicely with the grayish gunmetal rims that I have, and then it would add a little bit of a touch to the exterior that goes along well with the wheels of the car already, tying it in with the mirrors. Additionally, it's going to tie in with the interior of the car because of the black pearl shift knob that I have, which also has a similar color. So this, I think, cosmetically is going to be quite nice and add an overall aesthetic touch to the car. The carbon fiber overlays that I picked up are just something that I picked up off of Amazon, and for what they are, they're actually quite nice. There's no blemishes on them. We're gonna see how they fit, but as far as installing these, it's very, very simple. We're basically going to be using some double-sided tape, and we'll pop them right on. In case you're interested in seeing what these look like or interested in having them on your own 350Z, you'll get a nice little visual. And there you have it, guys. The carbon fiber overlays are on. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know if you think that it looks good on the car, if you think that my idea here of tying the mirrors with the color of the rims looks good on the car. Now, obviously, I'm doing this because I just wanted to cover up the peeled mirrors that I had, and I just wanted it to look cosmetically better. But if you're looking for a more budget-friendly way of doing something like this, obviously using not real carbon fiber overlays, but a wrap would be easier, or obviously you could just paint your mirrors if you just wanted to paint them. Carbon fiber is not necessarily cheap. These were $90, shamefully saying. It is what it is. Again, let me know what you think though, as far as how it looks and your thoughts. By the way, in terms of fitment, not bad. Not perfect. Nothing will ever be perfect, but not bad considering what it is. Now, the next thing I'll tackle is to try to get this clear wrap off of the hood and then buff out anything that needs to be touched up. This looks like it's going to be a painstaking process to take this stuff off, but look at this. So I got to peel it obviously from the bottom here where the edges are, and then peel the whole thing off. Now, FYI, why do these black mold spots happen? Fairly simple. So obviously it's used to protect against rock chips and such, as we mentioned. So whenever there is some sort of contact with it by a rock chip, it could technically cause a little microscopic puncture within the actual wrap, the clear bra, or whatever you want to call it, and then moisture gets inside. So obviously as the car gets driven in the rain or stays outside, eventually that moisture penetrates there, and as it stays there, these black spots can form. But again, hopefully we'll be able to get them all off and then buff out what needs to be buffed out. You here to help, dude, or are you just crossing the road to get to the other side? Well, guys, as I'm doing this, I'm realizing it is actually going to take me forever to get it just right. So I'm going to cut the video over here. As always, I appreciate you so much for watching. Please do drop a comment down below to let me know what you think of the carbon fiber overlays, and I'll see you soon. Quick update from the future, guys. It turns out that the wrap that was on the plastic bumper actually was easier to take off than it was on the metal of the car, so I did go ahead and pull that off without any problems, thank goodness, and it looks wonderful. Look how much better that looks without it. I mean, wow. Wait, am I coming at you from the future or from the past? Because technically this already all happened. But earlier in the video, I said that I'm not going to take the bottom piece off, but then I changed my mind in the future and ended up doing it.